Anambra State government reiterates a determination to reposition hospitals. Bishop Ezofo calls for diplomatic approach to end agitations in Southeast. Abductors of Abuja-Kaduna train passengers withdraw threats to kill victims. In Nepal, plane with the 22 crew goes missing. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning, my name is Chidimma Oranwa, and now the news in detail. Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, says Governor Chukwuma Soludo's administration is determined to reposition all government hospitals in the state. Dr. Obidike made this known when he inspected Umueri General Hospital, Umueri, in Anambra East local government area. Chibuzo Okoye filed this report, taken from here.
Speaking to ABS after the inspection, the health commissioner, who expressed displeasure over what he saw at the facility, regretted that the hospital is being underutilized. The commissioner, who also frowned at the attitude of workers in the hospital, expressed concern that there was no single medical practitioner on duty when he visited, and made it clear that Soludo administration will not condone laziness, laxity, and indiscipline under any guise.
The agenda is to ensure that we have universal health coverage for every Anambrarians, and to achieve that, our primary health care centers and general hospital must be functional. The agenda of our Professor Charles Soludo, our dear governor, is to ensure that Anambra receive quality services in our general hospitals and primary health care center, so that at least the essence is to have it at a reduced rate and the quality. So the assessment is poor, but we are going to improve on it. Sure.
The traditional ruler of Umueri, Igwe Ben Emeka, who thanked the commissioner for the visit, assured that the community will continue to support the government in making the hospital one of the best in Nigeria.
Our people don't patronize here again because of coming here and you won't see anybody. If you manage to see somebody, they will tell you something and they might either refer you to somewhere else other than treating you here. But I want to thank His Excellency, the governor of Anambra State, for the caliber of people that he employed in this his administration, using young, energetic people.
On his part, the President General, Umueri General Assembly, Chief John Mechie, also thanked the commissioner for the visit and urged workers at the hospital to be diligent.
I feel so sad. We've got everything. We've got equipment. This is an example of what I call human failure. All the equipment is here. Beds are here. Modern equipments are here. But the problem we're having is the human beings. We need doctors. We need nurses. We need staff. The young ones, I'm impressed. The youth corpers, I'm really impressed. These are the only people we have here. But we need more professionals. We need electricity. We need power. We need the place to be tied.
The health commissioner later visited Ikenga Primary Health Center, Umueri.
The Commissioner for Youth Development and Empowerment, Honorable Patrick Ayamba, says any youth who is not law-abiding is headed for destruction. When Aniwogo reports that Commissioner Ayamba stated this on Social Forum held in Awka recently. Honorable Ayamba, who said that 80% of Governor Chukwuma Soludo administration's agenda is centered on youth development, explained that there is a serious gap between government, parents and the youth, which needed to be closed in order to arrest the youth restiveness in Anambra State and Nigeria in general. He also called on Presidents General to draw youths of their communities closer and as well assist in guiding them to the leadership direction of their various communities. For the Special Advisor to the Governor on Youth Empowerment Program, Dr. Nelson Omenula, the reason for some unrest in some places is as a result of joblessness and failure to engage the youths. He called on Presidents General to begin to engage the youths, noting that empowerment program must be well structured in order to be sustainable. The Anglican Bishop of Agota Diocese, Right Reverend Samuel Ezofo, has called for diplomatic approach to douse the rising agitation and tackling the insecurity bedeviling the southeast geopolitical zone. Bishop Ezovo, who made the call at St. James Anglican Church, Nanka, Orumba North local government area, while presenting his charge to delegate attending the second session of the 6th Synod of the Diocese, maintaining that the call has become necessary in order to achieve a peace in Nigeria, especially in the southeast region. Correspondent Daniel Ezigwe reports.
Bishop Ezovo, while urging the federal government to find lasting solution to a series of agitations in different parts of the country, noted that diplomatic approaches will be more effective than violence and constant bloodshed in the name of agitation, as is currently witnessed in the southeast. He appealed to the federal government to consider the release of prisoners of agitation, as such step would quell increasing security tension in different parts of the country. The Anglican prelate also lamented the direction of national leadership in Nigeria, noting that the constant industrial action by Nigerian workers, including the current strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities (ASU), summarizes the neglect, dwindling vision, and overall leadership deficiencies of the Nigerian state. Right Reverend Ezovo, while commending Governor Chukwuma Soludo for already hitting the ground running, said that the quality of his work team, the cleanup of furniture and environs and Sakamori in Obaru, the planned declaration of state of emergency on Anambra roads and tree planting policies are pointers to better days ahead.
The ASU warning strike has moved from the first 1 month to the second stage of 2 months and now the third stage of 3 months. That is warning strike. We can only hope and pray that the next administration will not take us backwards another 20 years, where the present administration has taken us back.
The Chancellor of Agwata Diocese, Justice Peter Obiora, who moved the motion to accept the bishop's charge as a working document of the diocese, praised the depth of the message, which he said is fundamental to leadership discourse in Nigeria, especially at this time when the country is struggling with so many national challenges.
Presidential address, which has been masterfully and beautifully rendered by our beloved Bishop, the Right Reverend Dr. Samuel Chukwudi Ezovo, to this august assemblage be accepted and received as the working instrument for the people of God gathered in this diocese throughout the period of this second session of the 6th Synod.
In an interview, the president of Agwata Council of Nice, Sir Isaiah Ezezika, and delegates to the Synod, Mrs. Constance Ume and Mr. Abuchinwozo, said that the issue of leadership, as much as it concerns the larger society, also affects the family, adding that just as the message touches public office holders, it must also reawaken the consciousness of parents to their responsibilities.
One of the qualities of leadership is to be courageous, speak out. When you see something going wrong, speak out. And that's the problem we have heard here, and because someone said that the greatest problem about this country is hypocrisy. Very often, it's not what we preach that we do. Hypocrisy. That's the greatest problem we have in this country.
The Archbishop, Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, and Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Alexander Ibezim, a former Dean of Church of Nigeria, Most Reverend Maxwell Anekwenwa, a former Archbishop of Niger Province, Most Reverend Godwin Opala, and host of other bishops attended the Synod. The theme of the second session of the 6th Synod of Agwata Anglican Diocese is Divine Principles of Transformation Leadership. From Nanka in Orumba North Local Government Area, Daniel Ezigwe, ABS News.
Chief Eric Eze has emerged the winner of the All Progressives Grand Alliance Abga primary election for Orumba North and South Federal Constituency. In a keenly contested election held at the Women Development Center, Oka, Chief Eze polled 36 out of 108 votes cast by delegates to defeat the 3 other aspirants. Correspondent Salah Ibuka reports that the exercise, which started with accreditation, had delegates vote, after which counting commenced, followed by declaration of result. Her report.
Declaring the result, the returning officer, Barrister Maxwell Chineme, commended the delegates and aspirants for the manner in which they conducted themselves during the exercise, which he described as peaceful and transparent.
I hereby declare Eric Kanayo as the winner, having
Speaking Speaking to journalists shortly after he was declared winner, Chief Eze, who holds the traditional title of Ochiagha Orumba and who was visibly excited, dedicated his victory to God and the people of Orumba North and South Federal Constituency. He described the exercise as credible, free and fair, and commended the leadership of APGA under Chief Victor Oye for bringing sanity to the party and Governor Chukwuma Soludo for his sterling leadership qualities in the state. Chief Eze expressed gratitude to the party for the opportunity to fly its flag and the delegates for believing in his ability, assuring them of quality representation, even as he extended olive branch to other aspirants, whom he described as great allies, urging them to support and unite with him to ensure APGA's victory in the 2023 general elections.
Not my power, not by my might, but by the Almighty. I give him praise, I give him kudos. From the youths to the women on the street, the farmers, the widows, and again there are a lot of things that Anambra State needs. So we shall work with the governor.
Some of the stakeholders, including Honorable Promise Ike and Campaign Director General to Chief Eze, Honorable Jude Umonnakwe, congratulated him on his victory and assured him of their support. From the Women Development Center, I am Stella Ibuka reporting for ABS News.
The Vicar of St. Paul's Catholic Church, Abba, Reverend Father Jude Nebife, has said that the highest gift a man has is that which enables him or her to serve God and humanity. In his sermon at St. Anthony's Parish, Abba, Reverend Father Nebife charged Christians to discover their divine gift and use them to serve God and humanity. He noted that envy is at the foundation of the evil bedeviling mankind, calling on people to rejoice in blessings and gifts of others in order to merit same. To further restore unity among Christians, Reverend Father Nebife called for more dedication in winning souls for Christ, noting that it is the will of God that his followers be united and live in peace for others to know and believe that they are truly of Christ. On challenges facing mankind, the priest reminded Christians that looking up to God will bring solutions, calling on them to emulate Christ, who looked up to God when faced with a challenge of feeding the multitude, reminding the faithful that God does not abandon anyone who trusts in him. As the World Mass Communication Day, the priest called on journalists and indeed all purveyors of information to stand by the truth at all times to help in renewing the face of the earth. Correspondent Joseph Ewacha reports the special prayers and offertory formed the high point of the service. The earlier threat to stop feeding the over 60 abducted passengers of the Abuja-Kaduna-bound train and to start executing the victims has been withdrawn. The spokesperson of Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, Mala Tuko Mumu, the Dan Ian Fika, confirmed the reports that the earlier threat by the abductors of the ill-fated train passengers to start killing them had been withdrawn. Sheikh Ahmed Gumi's spokesman, who was privileged to open a channel of communication with the terrorists through one of their leaders, Abu Bara, explained that the earlier threat to stop feeding the over 60 abducted passengers of the Abuja-Kaduna-bound train and threat to start executing the victims were successfully withdrawn on Saturday afternoon. Malam Tuko Mamu further explained that it was as a result of ongoing engagement with the Abu Bara-led abductors. According to him, a temporary truce that would enable government facilitate action was indeed reached with the abductors. As a result of serious and frank engagement, he said the bandits had agreed to continue to take care of their victims, including providing them with medical first aid services. The operating airline and officials say a passenger plane with 22 people on board went missing in Nepal on Sunday as poor weather hampered a search operation. Nepal's air industry had boomed in recent years, carrying goods and people between hard-to-reach areas as well as foreign trekkers and climbers. However, it has a poor safety record. The twin otter aircraft operated by Tara Air took up from the western town of Pokhara bound for Jomson at 9:55 a.m. but air traffic control lost contact after 15 minutes. It said that there were 19 passengers on board and 3 crew members. The passengers included 2 Germans and 4 Indians, with the remainder Nepali. Former Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger has blamed 2 Liverpool stars, Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, for failing to perform in their Champions League final 1-0 defeat to Real Madrid on Saturday night. Wenger said Salah and Mane did not produce the same belief and freshness they had during their Premier League final day 3-1 victory over Wolves. Liverpool lost 1-0 against Real Madrid in the Champions League final in Paris following Vinicius' second half goal. Speaking to reporters, Wenger believed both Salah and Mane were disappointing for Jurgen Klopp's side against the La Liga champions. Remember that you can follow news and program on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main point again. Anambra State government has reiterated its determination to reposition hospitals. Bishop Ezofo has called for diplomatic approach to end agitations in Southeast. Abductors of Abuja Kaduna train passengers have withdrawn threat to kill victims. In Nepal, plane with a 22 crew has been missing. Here's a special message before we go. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround and maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it in the news this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Good morning.